All right, so yesterday I asked the question, is short form storytelling a thing? We talked about the idea that you could easily create a 10-minute arc or a small mini arc. Now we're going to get into, do you even really have to? So one of the things that we got into looking at was I recently saw The Social Dilemma. The Social Dilemma is a Netflix movie. It's amazing. It's a documentary. Specifically, it's about how the social media industry has kind of changed the psychology of us as people and our brains and everything else. So part of what short form companies like your Quibi or others are trying to do, and actually YouTube did the same thing, is they're trying to, how do you attract or hit the modern culture, the Gen Zers, if you will, people who are on their social media apps constantly and whatnot, who according to what you might think in the data have a huge preponderance or a short attention span. Well, the truth is they're on those platforms for a reason. They're on those platforms specifically looking for that style of content. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't tell stories there, but that's really not where their storytelling is geared toward. Now, it also has created the fact that they're not going to there is no such thing as appointment television anymore, not with streaming and not with everything else that we can binge. So it's hard to attack that audience as if they're sitting there waiting, twiddling their thumbs for you to entertain them. The truth is that the content creators are already entertaining them. When it comes to your TikTok, your Snapchat, any of those things, Instagram even, I mean, the content creators are already doing a thing. So trying to move and shove our impression of storytelling into that medium, that's flawed thinking. And I think that that's the first place that platforms like Quibi and the like are going to fall short in, is that it comes from a lack of understanding, which is nothing new. Trust me, I have a list of different things I want to talk about eventually down the road, and one of them is how Hollywood learns all the wrong lessons on a regular basis. And this is probably the exact example. So you have your Jeffrey Katzenberg and whatnot who goes out and says, well, short form's going to be the thing, so we need to make a short form platform, without even thinking, is that true? So again, is short form storytelling a thing? Well, the truth is, my 14-year-old watches movies with us all the time. She also watches TV shows and binges with us, that's her, and on a regular basis. And the truth is that her interest in those is selective, but it's still very much there. If she wants to watch a half-hour show or an hour-long show, she does. If you want to watch a movie, the same. But the fact that she lives most of her time on social media does not mean that is where we need to go with our storytelling, because the truth is you're never going to find storytelling that fits into that medium, at the very least not right now. So is short form storytelling a thing? Absolutely. But it's your normal half-hour long short form serialized story or short film or short animation. But I don't think that trying to find 10-minute, 5-minute, 2-minute long storytelling is really a thing. And so the answer is no. Short form storytelling, the way that Quibi and others are talking about it, is not a thing.